While you sleep, this person is probably awake. He counts the minutes on the clock, listens to his own heartbeat, and wonders where everything went wrong. It is an endless cycle of regret and confusion. He uses this indifference as a barrier, but inside, all he feels is fragility. He said he needed space, but what he really wanted was to escape the deep feelings you awakened in him. You touched points that no one else dared to, and that shakes him. And you know this because you were the one who had the courage to open your heart, while he just closed himself off. You felt it when he distanced himself, when the sparkle in his eyes started to disappear. You are not imagining it. He lies to himself, but he can't fool you. In moments of solitude, he misses you in a way he never thought possible. The void he tries to fill with other distractions never comes close to what you had. He tries to move on, but his mind returns to you repeatedly. He doesn't escape. What this person really feels is a mixture of fear and longing. He fears you have moved on, but at the same time, he wishes you were waiting for him. The reason he acted the way he did is the same reason he can't let you go. He hides behind sarcasm, indifference, a false control that isn't real. What he really hides is vulnerability. Meanwhile, you are here, dealing with the consequences of these choices. You are the one who had to suppress feelings, live with the uncertainty of what could have been. Life goes on and the people around you have their lives, their loves, while he just drifts further away. You keep wondering when he will realize what he lost, if he ever will. He is there, weak in his loneliness, trapped in memories he cannot erase. Every laugh from another person, every outing where he tries to distract himself, only intensifies the pain of what didn't happen between you. He has found himself calling you in moments of weakness, but pride stops him from taking the step that could change everything. And you already knew that. You already knew that the truth of what he feels is nothing more than an echo in the emptiness he created himself. This person is trapped in a repetitive cycle of regret. He tells everyone he doesn't care, but the truth is that he relives that moment every day. While you sleep, this person cannot stop thinking about the last time you were together. He stays awake until 3 a.m., reflecting on every word he exchanged with you. And in that silence, the lie he told himself transforms into deafening screams. He said he wasn't ready, but the reality is he can't stop thinking about you. He acts like he's moving on, laughing and going out with other people, but it's just a facade. No one compares to you, and he knows it. Did you feel when he looked at you with that intense gaze? It was the truth spilling from his eyes, even if he tried to disguise it with empty words. This person feels that you were the best he ever had. He is terrified at the idea of having let that connection slip away. Meanwhile, you keep wondering if he still thinks about you. And guess what? He does. Every song that plays on the radio, every place they visit, he is haunted by your memory. You're not imagining it. What he really feels is a mix of fear and sadness. Fear that trying would be more painful than just accepting the fact that you are no longer a part of his life. He hides this from everyone, but the truth is, you were the only one who really saw who he was. This vulnerability scares him in a way he never knew how to handle. Meanwhile, you are there trying to move on but still waiting for a sign. Do you remember the promises he made? Promises that were never realized because of his pride. Now he stands still, watching your life from afar, not knowing how to re-enter this story. And the pain of lacking courage makes him feel even more alone. And you? You keep looking at old messages, rereading the conversations you had, waiting for somehow him to make contact. But the truth is, while you're waiting, time is passing and life goes on. He is trapped in his own demons, unable to lift a finger to change what happened. The truth is that he feels powerless, realizing that you deserve more than he could ever give you. And that's the reason he hasn't come back. He doesn't want you to see his insecure side. He doesn't want you to know how much he is struggling internally. And so the days drag on. He wonders if you still feel anything for him, but hesitates to do something about it. And thus, you both remain in separate worlds, knowing what you could have had, but lacking the courage to go after it. This person is trapped in a spiral of regret. He says he's sure, but the truth is that every night he relives that moment more than once, like a film he can't turn off. While you sleep, he's there, laying down, with his eyes open, stuck on what could have been. He said he didn't care, but with every tear that escaped your soul, a piece of him broke. He is battling his own conscience, trying to convince himself that all of this doesn't make sense, but deep down he knows. He misses your smile, your touch. He is drowning in thoughts about what can no longer be changed. And you know this, because a look can say more than 1,000 words, and you have captured this many times. You felt it when he left and took a piece of you with him. The way he looked back one last time, that wasn't an indifferent gesture. It was fear. Fear of facing the truth. You are not imagining it. This person lies to everyone around him, except himself, especially during the long hours of the night. What he really feels is a mixture of regret and deep dread, deep. He wished things had been different, but at the same time he is trapped in his own inertia, paralyzed by fears he should have faced. He hides the fragility that exists behind that facade of indifference. Behind the pride, there is a fear of not being loved, of not being enough. Meanwhile, you are still here reflecting on what could have been. You wonder if there is still a place for him in your life. The truth is, while you wait for a move from him, he is just playing a game of appearances. Life goes on, but the thoughts of you do not disappear. He tries to move on, gets involved with other people, but nothing is like you. The nights are lonely and each smile he forces feels more fake than the last. He scrolls through social media feeds, watches your life from afar, and feels that each like or comment you receive is a reminder of what he lost. It's as if an insistent echo of your absence hits him incessantly. This state of affairs keeps him trapped in an emotional snare. Naturally, he has his moments of weakness when the mask falls. He finds himself imagining how his life would be if they had made different decisions. If he could go back in time, he would do everything more clearly. But currently, he does not have the courage to wait any longer or to move in your direction. The silence between you is deafening. He has already thought about sending you messages, already filled drafts without hitting send. "Hi, how are you? I seem so weak." Sorry doesn't express the depth of what he feels. At the same time, he can't help but wonder if you still care. And you? You keep thinking about all of this. You keep trying to understand how two people so connected could drift apart. You can't ignore the gut feelings that arise out of nowhere, the tightness in your chest when he crosses your mind. Each moment is part of a reality you both shared, but now it's just a shadow of that past. And here we are, each in our own corner, dealing with our insecurities. You feel, with each passing day, that this person drifts further from the truth. He knows he should do something, but he doesn't. Time slips through the hourglass and the only thing left are the memories. This person knows that all of this is an absurd wear, but still he keeps fighting against himself. This person is reliving that moment repeatedly, without the power to change anything. While you sleep, he lies down, and the ghosts of the past come to haunt him. The words he released with such disdain return like a curse he can't break. He feels like everything is fine, that he doesn't care. But actually he torments himself in silence. He tries to deceive himself and everyone around him, but deep down he knows he lied. He said he didn't care, but every time the pillow embraces his loneliness, he relives the eyes that couldn't speak, the touch he can no longer have, and the bitter taste of loss. And you know this because you noticed the subtle changes in his looks when he thought you weren't paying attention. You felt it when the conversations became superficial, when the connection that existed shattered before your cold narrations. You are not imagining it. He was hiding something and you knew it. The brutal truth is that he feels a suffocating longing, a pain he tries to disguise with outings and forced laughter. Deep down, he yearns for you, for all the moments you could have shared, but which he threw away as if they were insignificant. When he tries to fill his void with other people, he realizes that nothing compares to what you had. He doesn't find another person who knows how to touch the wounds he hides, or who can make him laugh the way you did. Meanwhile, you continue with your routine. You live your life, get distracted, but the certainty that he is thinking of you in moments of solitude never disappears. Every laugh he lets out, every victory he celebrates seems empty at the end of the day. He is still stuck in what he built with you, and in the guilt that consumes him. His silence screams the truth he doesn't know how to admit. And you have already noticed that things are not right, that he distances himself but can't get rid of what he feels. And even knowing all this, you wonder why there is no movement, no attempt at reconnection, no courage that he seems to lack. Time passes, and he knows he is losing the chance, but his pride prevents him from lowering himself and asking for forgiveness. He wishes that you are thinking of him too, but he is afraid that you have moved on. He prefers uncertainty over the risk of rejection. Until when? Because every day that passes is a wasted opportunity, and he is just holding on to a past that could have been a bright future. He has already found himself thinking about how things would be if he had acted differently, if instead of turning his back, he had taken a step forward, toward you. Meanwhile, he sinks further into his own sadness, pretending that everything is okay, but in reality, he can no longer deceive himself. He knows he was wrong. And the most painful part? He understands that you deserve someone who isn't afraid, someone who doesn't hesitate to show what they feel, and you already knew that. He acts as if he doesn't care, but the truth is he can't escape what happened. He's trapped in his own memories, reliving the conversation where he said he didn't want it anymore. And while you sleep, he can't stop thinking about you. He misses the moments you shared. While trying to downplay what he felt, he's suffocated by a void he can't fill. He said it wasn't worth it, but behind that cruel phrase is a frightened heart. Every time he closes his eyes, he sees your smile and hears your laughter echoing in his mind. And in the silence of the night, this person is unable to lie to himself. You know this because you noticed the signs. You noticed when the conversations changed. He made promises that everything was fine, but you felt he was distant, struggling with feelings he didn't want to admit. You noticed the way he looked at you when he thought no one was watching, a mix of desire and fear. You're not imagining this. He had something there that he couldn't understand, much less explain. The brutal truth is that he feels something deep for you. He's scared by the intensity of this feeling. That's why he lies to himself and to the world. But when he is alone, the mask falls. From that perspective, he knows that you moved him in a way no one had before. What he really needs is courage. Courage to face his own demons and to seek you out. But even so, he withdraws, saying it wasn't the right time. He hides behind a facade of indifference, but the reality is he's desperate for you. In the meantime, you continue living your life. You find yourself in new situations, meet new people, try to distract yourself, but there is always an echo of the connection you had. You feel that he is somewhere thinking about you, and this uncertainty eats away at you. You wish he had the courage, but he does nothing. He prefers to avoid internal confrontations, avoiding the reality that he may have lost something that truly mattered, and time keeps passing. He immerses himself in other distractions, but no one compares to you. Every attempt he makes to move on only serves as a reminder of how much he misses you. He respects your need for space, but he can't help admiring how you continue living while he feels stuck. This only increases his regret for letting you slip away. With each passing day, he becomes more aware of what he is losing. He has imagined asking you to come back, trying to recover what was left behind, but pride keeps him still. He knows he might have run away, but now he is trapped in a cycle of pain and regret. This person is caught in a cycle of loneliness. He pretends he doesn't care, but it is only a mask. While you sleep, this person is reliving every word that came out of his mouth, every moment you were there, and he lacked the courage to hold your hand. He said he wasn't ready, but the truth is he has never met anyone like you, and that terrifies him. You know this because in some part of you, you always felt there was something more. You noticed the way he looked at you, as if he were watching a dream he didn't want to wake up from. You sensed it during those deep conversations when he opened up in a way no one ever had. He laughed, but at the same time there was a fear in his eyes. This fear is the reason he distances himself. He wants to appear strong, but inside, he is struggling. As he tries to move forward, this person is submerged in memories. He says he needs space, but the truth is he needs you. He is surrounded by distractions, friends, parties, other people, but deep down, nothing is enough. Nothing replaces you. You are not just on his mind, you are in every corner of his heart. He feels guilty for leaving you unanswered, for saying he was not ready, and then lamenting for not having the courage to change what is happening. And you are not imagining this. Every silence, every swipe of the finger on his phone without sending messages is an echo of his internal struggle. He regrets. He knows he was wrong. You know that he hides the pain of regret behind smiles and jokes, but each laugh is a cry for help. This person feels incapable of coming back to you. He thinks about the nights when he dreamed of being with you, but upon waking up, reality hits like a punch in the stomach. He does not know how to deal with his own feelings, so he distances himself, but this only makes this person suffer more. Meanwhile, you are there, waiting, agonizing at every notification that does not arrive. You have wondered if he still thinks about you. The answer is yes, you are missed. And even if he goes out with other people, you remain in his thoughts, in every moment of vulnerability. And when he closes his eyes, he sees himself by your side. So many times he has imagined how you fit into his life, walking together, sharing laughs, moments that never happened because of the fear he nurtures. You may not see it, but this person wishes for the courage to break the silence. But nothing changes. He keeps watching your life from a distance, consuming information about you, the heartbroken stalker that he is. And with every smile of yours in a photo, with every new achievement you share, he feels a pang that reminds him of how lost he is without you. He would like to simply speak, but how? His pride is a thief that takes away the chance to redeem the mistakes he made. And meanwhile, time keeps passing. Days have turned into weeks and maybe months, and he just feels more trapped. This person knows he is wasting time. The connection you had was rare, and he knows that. And deep down in his soul, he fears that while he hesitates, you might find someone who has the courage he so sorely lacks. And this reality makes him more desperate. But what does he do? Nothing. He stays paralyzed, trapped in fear. And the truth is, he could change all of this if he had the courage to take the first step. The pain is in the air, and you already knew that. And if this resonated with you, don't let this message die here. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Share with that person who needs to hear this. And leave a like if you felt this truth in your heart. See you in the next one.